Okay, here's a bit of an update. Hope the traffic isn't too bad. I'm getting surgery. I flew out of Seattle because their healthcare is extremely backed up and bullshit right now. Waiting months while my health is deteriorating is not feasible. Um, just to be super explicit, the neurological symptoms, the tingling and stuff, that's been spreading and it's gone up and up my leg and is in my in the parts I would rather not talk about. But yeah, it's concerning. So it's deeply distressing to have to be doing my very best efforts, doing everything I should be doing, and having all the help in the world, and nothing's working really. And meanwhile, I need to talk to a surgeon, and they're not available in Seattle. So I did fly down to Salt Lake. I spent $600. I just pulled the trigger. Like, I don't give a fuck. I will pay $600 to have a conversation because I cannot wait. I will not wait until things become super dire. Because I know they're getting worse. I've done this before. Anyway, so yeah, I'm in Salt Lake City. I've had the conversation, and it was great. We both, like, he brought it up. He was like, you are a good candidate for disc replacement, and you will not always be a good candidate, but you are in a bubble of time where that's available right now. But he also said insurance probably won't cover it, and that is exactly what happened. Insurance will not cover a disc replacement, but I am a perfect candidate for it. So I'm going to get, my first surgery was on L5-S1, and that was a successful surgery. L4-L5 looked sus, but I didn't have symptoms at the time, so it wasn't operated on a few years ago, and that is the one that's fucked up right now. So I have two joints that are impacted, two joints that I would love to have an artificial disc replacement in both of them, L5-S1 and L4-L5. And because insurance won't cover it, that is going to be a journey that I go on and figure out. Will I go to Germany? I figure out a way to go to Germany. That's what people do. Medical tourism. It will still cost so much, but that's an option. I could also try and seek out other employment with different insurance potentially, and I don't know, but what I want to do is I want to focus on one thing at a time. Stop this bullshit from spreading or getting any more serious than it is. Give me some of my life back so I can do that coordination, so I can think. So yeah, I'm gonna do another microdiscectomy, but it's gonna be on this other joint that was sus and is now exploded, and that will buy me time, but it will not fix my issue. Anyway, so I hate it, but I also knew that it would possibly happen. I was warned about it. It's just really hard to engage with a system that feels very gaslighty. I'm very glad I came down to Salt Lake though, because they got me the appointment real fast. The appointment for my surgery is just 2 weeks out, so I'm gonna go home to Seattle and I'm gonna fly back. I've already ordered my ticket to do it, and I'm just gonna figure out how to do surgery aftercare. I live alone, so I'm thinking I might be able to have my sister come up and help me, and I'm not sure. It's so hard to know how to repay people. Like, I'm staying at my sister's place. It's so helpful. It's so helpful. It's saving me so much money. I basically paid for the flight down here and drinks, you know. I'm lucky in so many ways. I've been going on my pain walks while I'm here. Like, I wake up first thing in the morning and I go on these really horribly painful walks. I start off at a pain level of 8 or 9 and walk for 2 or 3 hours or whatever. It's all sort of a blur. Every morning it's Groundhog Day, but I'm still very grateful that I can do that because it gives me the ability to walk. It feels weird. It hurts. I have to manage it through the whole fucking day, but it takes it from that really high pain level where I can't even support my own weight to a lower pain level, well, where I can. So I guess all I'm trying to say is that I'm tired. This has been a lot, and it is a lot, and it will continue to be a lot. And I keep thinking about the psychology that goes into knowing one needs surgery. No one wants surgery. I certainly don't. But when the symptoms are so bad that the surgical recovery sounds appealing, yeah, that's when I know I need it. I'm looking forward to being drugged up and in a bed and laying down. I haven't been able to lay down in like 5 months. My sleep is getting worse too. Like, you gotta lay down to sleep, and I've only been sleeping at like 4 hour intervals, but that's been getting smaller. That's another symptom that's getting worse in a very marked way, especially over the last few weeks. It's gone more like 3 or 2.5 hours, and yeah, I have bruises on my leg from just gripping it in the night. I'm using a bit gag to bite down because it's so painful. I just keep it next to my bed, and I'm starting to get headaches because I've been biting down so much. Like, yeah, using alcohol in the afternoon to try and numb away the neurological static, using weed to do some version of the same thing. These are all band-aids. These are all just, I'm just trying to use anything I can to make myself slightly less crazy and slightly more, just more at ease. And I can just feel it. It's a lot of pressure. And the idea that I could get surgery and get that relief. The last surgery went well. I know no surgery is guaranteed to go perfect, but just the idea of waking up and having that neurological static even just be half of what it is, and being able to lay down and have my cat on my tummy or on my lap. I haven't been, like, she's a cuddler, so am I. I haven't been able to cuddle with her. She's so confused. I can't sit down, can't lay down. That's how I've lived for 5 months. May, June, July, August, September, and we're going into October now. So that's how long. And it's been kind of a blur, and I think I'm really tired because I'm defeated. But I'm happy to be defeated. I've tried everything. I've done my very best, and I don't have regrets, and we'll just see what happens. It's all I can do is take this a day at a time. But I think the aggregate sleep deprivation of the last 5 months, and just all of the continuous effort and striving, it's just all just kind of coming home. I'm just kind of feeling it all at once. I think it's just like the idea that there could be some relief, or there could be an end to that. I'm looking forward to it. The next 2 weeks are going to be interesting. I've done this surgery before. I'm not supposed to bend down, not supposed to twist. I've already modified my apartment because that's been hurt. All of those things have been painful. I've already modified my apartment to a good degree. My kitchen table's propped up on some concrete blocks, so it's up high. Honestly, I'm pretty ready already. I think the only thing I need to do is move my microwave from, it's on a shelf under a butcher block, so I would normally crouch down and put stuff in the microwave, and I'll just move that to a countertop, even though it'll annoy me visually. You can do what you gotta do. But the thing that's complicated, and I'll follow up on this, I think. I've got a wedding I was supposed to officiate, and that wedding happens to be 5 days after my surgery. And this is just where my psychology is. I really want to make this wedding thing happen, but I don't have enough energy to figure that shit out. I haven't done it before, and the fact that it's only 5 days after, I think it's a bad idea to have me do it. I am unreliable, so I've reached out to the couple, and I told them as such. I'm like, I can't put the surgery off. I can't. As much as I would like to, I can't. It would mean delaying by another week or week and a half, and I just, at this point, I'm at my wit's end. I can't do that. So what I'm doing instead is I'm getting the surgery on a Monday, and the wedding is on that Saturday. I'm going to fly home on the Friday morning. Friday morning I will fly home. It is 2 hours, and I will pass out as much as I can on Friday, and I will try and make it to part of the wedding. I want to at least attend it. And that's the tricky thing with all of this is it takes over your life such that it's easy to go down Google rabbit holes, or to tip over and disappear into your phone or something. This time around, I've been really making an effort to still have a life. That's why I do these pain walks, so that in the evening I can go out and do karaoke, I can hang out with my friends. Even if I take my walking stick to help prop me up, I can't stop. I refuse to. And I think the last time around I really did lose a lot of time disappearing into stress rabbit holes by looking at stuff online. And right now I've got a rule, and it's, if I cannot help myself and I need to look up surgery related or sciatica related things, I only go to one site. So it's like, find the Reddit thread I want to read and read it, and then at that point I close it down. It's been good. I've done things differently this time around, and I'm really grateful. Like, I've had a painful last 5 months, but they have been eventful. I've gone camping for the first time in years, hanging out with people, going on dates, and just, engaging in my community. It's been really complex. I'd say that I have very complicated feelings about the last 5 months, because on the one hand it sucks that I have to go on these morning walks. If I don't, I'm just a painful ball that can't do anything, so I have to. But they've really helped me connect to my local community, and I've gotten to know my neighbors. I'm really grateful for that. And I'm really grateful for even just walking around, like walking 3 or 4 miles a day. I like it. I want to keep doing it. I just don't want to be forced to. So I feel like I've had some lessons to learn. But right now, I'm not here to learn shit. Like this precise moment, I feel like I've learned... Jesus Christ, motorcycles are loud. I've learned enough lessons over the last 5 months, and at this precise moment, knowing that there's an end in sight for my immediate pain, and then after that I'll have to figure out how to get those disc replacements. It's going to be weird, but the surgery will buy me some time. But yeah, with all that in sight, I'm tired, emotionally, just brain turn off. No more. I don't have 2 brain cells. I have half a brain cell. And I just really can't wait until I can sleep in or lay in my bed and not be in terrible pain while I do so. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'll update after the surgery or before. I don't know. All 12 of you or whatever, I hope you're doing all right. I say this in every video. If you're watching this, you're not in a good way. And I'm sorry. But it's probably why I make these videos is, sometimes, especially, like, you just need to see an example of what someone else is going through. We're not all the same. I know I just mentioned disc prosthetics, something I'm excited about. A lot of people won't be excited about them. I don't know. I feel like that's another topic for another day, but anyway, I just share my story. That's all I can do. Yeah, I'm too sleepy to think of anything else.